Hi to everyone. I am Dr.S.P.Saranya, working at Dr.S.N.S.RCAS College of Arts and Science in the Department of Commerce at CA. Today we are going to see about the arguments. So that first we have to see about the arguments and default arguments in a function. If a short term for arbitrary arguments, if the number of arguments to be passed into the function is unknown data, that is the add of a of star, and then let's say user want to create a function that will sum up a list of numbers, the most initiative and to create the list that pass to a function. And then however if we do this way, it means that we have to create a new list every single time. So an alternative will be used to where you can pass a varying number of positional arguments instead of creating a list to store these arguments. So arguments is just a name. We can change arguments to anything we want to, like how we change to it. So the important thing here is the unpacking operator. The operator will take all positional arguments given in the input and pack them all into a single iterable object. So the iterable object will be tuple, not a list. And then it list are similar in all aspects except the tuples are not mutable. So immutable means its values cannot be edited after the assignment. So the way of writing code where you group together a set of tasks. Therefore, instead of writing tasks individually, so multiple times, simply use the function that houses the set of tasks. This means if you have repetitive tasks, you don't have to write the code over and over. So just write the code into a function and use the function to do the task, and then the function to the task. So the arbitrary function start with a diff followed by the function name and the parenthesis, and docstring is optional, the function statements, and the ending with earlier written. So pause or nothing at all. So watch the accompanying for a more detailed explanation. So the my function name is we have declared three types of names, and the output is print the some results. For what result means the name will be show. And then here is the another example. The function rounds a decimal number that user inputs to decimal places. So then it's an essential part of the Python programming language. User might have already encountered and used some of the many fantastic functions that are built in the Python language. And however, as a data scientist, user constantly need to write your own functions to solve problems that your data passes to you. So that three types of functions in built-in functions, user-defined functions, and an anonymous function, which are also called lambda functions because they are not declared with the standard keyword. So the method of refers to a function which is a part of classes, so you access it within an instance or object of the classes. So the function does not have its restriction, it just refers to a standalone function. So that means that all methods are functions, but not all functions are methods. So consider with example where you first define a function plus and then a summation classes with sum. So want to call the function method that is part of the summation class, you first need to define instance or object of that class. So that means used when defining a function or a method and into which arguments will be mapped. So in other words, arguments are the things which are supplied to any function or method call, while the function or method code refers to the arguments by their parameter names. Consider the following example. So you pass the arguments to the two values under the class even though you previously defined three parameters. The first, if the class method is always reference to the current instance of the class, which is, in this case, the convention argument is called. So finally, today we have to see about the function arguments and its types, and example with output. So I hope this session is very useful to us. Thank you so much.